Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the fact that the Xbox is actually completely failing in regards to the Xbox One and even the Xbox 360, but as well, they're kind of fixing that failure with a little bit of a new intriguing way and a brand new technology that came out that we've been kind of seeing Xbox taking that approach to expand out the Xbox ecosystem, get more players, and go from there. So we have some both good and bad news, and I think it's just kind of going towards the course of the gaming system as a whole. So make sure you guys are subscribe with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. We're actually going to be live up on Twitch, I think, tonight if you guys are bored, checking out some cool Zen Zero games and all that. So let's go dive on into the video itself. So first and foremost, if you guys want to see some interesting news, or at least in terms of the big run through, we've had a chance to go and see all the big sales data that came out as of today in regards of like what video game consoles doing well, what are the best selling games, and all of that. There's a few intriguing things to note, and I'm going to bring that up throughout this video a little bit later on, but mainly we've been seeing some intriguing stuff. Mainly on the fact alone that the Xbox has been selling very poorly, and we've kind of known that, like, consoles as a whole have been a little bit on the sketchy side for a little bit. But as we kind of go through all this type of stuff, we're seeing that the PlayStation Portal doing very well, the PlayStation 5 doing very well, and of course, certain video games you guys probably wouldn't expect, such as like Ghost of Tsushima or even Paper Mario, have actually done way better than expected. So let's go talk about some intriguing stuff. So first and foremost, this is kind of the negative news, but it kind of turns into a positive twist afterwards, saying that the PS5 continues to outpace the PlayStation 4 in sales, while Xbox Series falls behind the Xbox One. As you guys probably know, the Xbox 360 has been one of the more, I guess, successful Xbox products. The Xbox One was okay, and the Series X and S had a really good initial start, but it was the first console to kind of be okay after the big supply chain issues, and as well as of right now has been selling pretty mediocrely. Now, we always kind of know and mention on our channel that the Xbox Series X is kind of expected. It's like a loss leader to get people into Game Pass, and of course, same with the Series S. But that's not the only way they get, like, basic users, which we'll talk about in a second with a brand new Xbox announcement. So right now, it's seeing the latest gaming sales data has been released for May, because, it takes a little time to, like, sort through it. And with that, it comes the most recent numbers regarding overall current generation console sales. Both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S were released the same week back in 2020, but both have had different sales journeys. According to Circana, the PS5 is outselling the PS4 by 8%. So it is actually beating the PS4 through its first 43 months. On the other side of things, though, however, the Xbox Series consoles are behind the Xbox One in sales during the same time span by 13%. They also sit behind the Xbox 360 during that same time period. So as of right now, it seems that the Xbox is falling apart. Now, it's still okay sales, and once again, they have PC markets, Steam markets, and of course, Game Pass is what they really want. But it's still kind of note. Though percentages were given, the Circana data didn't give specifically unit totals for the PS5 and Xbox Series. That said, the VG chart says that as of June 1st, the PS5 has sold 58.78 million units, while the Xbox Series has sold around 28.74 million. So around 60 and 30, depending. Which is kind of, that's still good. Like, that's still a win. For the month of May 2024 specifically, the PS5 led the way in hardware sales in both units and dollars. An Xbox Series came in third in total units behind the Switch and second in dollars. As a whole, however, year-on-year sales number have declined by a double-digit percentage. And of course, Nintendo Switch actually did have the more significant fall off on this for year over year because the sales are 30% lower. Now, I do think the Switch makes sense, though. There hasn't been many brand new games. Tears of the Kingdom and all the other various big IPs have kind of gone through. And of course, we are seeing a lot of news on the Switch, too. So anyone who's kind of in tuned, Googles, and et cetera, is probably not going to be buying a brand new Switch, and they'll be waiting for the next upcoming one. I do think the Nintendo understands that, and they prepared it. But the big thing is that even though the Xbox Series X is falling, there is a brand new push over here now. We're seeing even more bigger pushes on this, where there is a new way to play the Xbox Game Pass games today with no consoles, and we've been seeing this pushing even more and more. So they have Fire Sticks, You have controllers, you have them built into Samsung TVs, and of course they want to push this towards mobile as well. So right now, basically back in June, Microsoft announced a deal with Amazon to bring Xbox Cloud Gaming to Fire TV devices. And as of today, July 8th, that functionality has gone live. What this means is the Xbox experience is now available in yet another place, and people do not need to buy an Xbox console to even play. As a takeover ad on the Xbox website reminds us, anyone with the Amazon Fire Stick can now play games from within the Xbox Game Pass catalog. So it doesn't even matter about the console. Now, they're even marketing saying, no console, don't be scared. Xbox Gaming is rolling out today with Amazon Fire TV. We'll be able to go play games directly from the Xbox app. So even if the consoles are failing, which, and I'll be honest with you guys, 30 million, I don't think is failing, but it isn't winning. It's very like, okay, we'll probably make another Xbox, but we'll see what happens in the future. And that's okay, like, we get that. I understand, like, I get it, but it's not the best. Like, 30 million compared to the PS5 is rough. Now, once again, though, if you have PC users, that bumps it up. You have people who are playing randomly on your TV and Fire Stick, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm sure there's not that many people out there utilizing it, but I'm sure there is some. And I still think it's a big deal nonetheless. So most games from the Xbox Game Pass catalog are available to stream over the cloud, but not all of them. You can visit the Xbox website and use the cloud filter, and obviously they're pushing for the cloud idea. Xbox Cloud Gaming is supported in more than 25 countries around the world. You can visit the Xbox Cloud Gaming website for more information. So we saw the Xbox Cloud Gaming on Samsung Smart TVs, and as well now we're seeing it expand out even more other various things. Like I could probably see Xbox and Microsoft trying their best to get on every single TV in the future. And as well, we've also seen them market to PCs. Like someone has a laptop or PC from all this stuff, we will literally see them market towards that. And be like, hey, remember, Game Pass exists. Hey, do you like video games? Hey, you ever heard about Twitch? You ever heard about like YouTube videos? You want to play games yourself? Well, let's go and check it on out. And I think this really is going to be the takeover, just in the fact of like PlayStation isn't doing this. They're doing good on consoles. I think console market's been kind of ingrained in society. I think the Switch is going to always have a console. I think PlayStation will always have a console. With Xbox, I mean, if they could go have most people just doing random things like buying sticks, which was one of their old ideas. If you guys remember, Xbox did have a random like stick. Basically it was like a Fire Stick or like a Roku stick, like an Apple TV, whatever, where it's just a pure like little hardware to go and play Game Pass. Now, this is what they probably should be utilizing and doing. And I think this is them trying to test it out on a wide scale, integratable, like TVs and Samsung to see if it's just maybe cheaper or more feasible, but as well kind of push that same concept. I don't know, I think it's intriguing because Xbox sales are not doing good. Like, we got to be honest on that one. But it is intriguing too because they want to go and spend the money and time and everything on this one. And because if they're not only focusing on the Xbox console, they can now expand their horizons and still make money on that. Because we're seeing the same reports too, that while they want to push people in the ecosystem and get as many people as possible to get them to sign up for Game Pass, but as we just kind of reported on before, these sales figures are low on the console, which is nuts. Although it did have more than 20 million people using the Xbox Cloud Gaming, and that's a big, big deal. Like, I think that's a big thing to kind of go and note. So I'm intrigued on your thoughts because it does suck. Like right now, we are seeing that these numbers are faulting. We're seeing things like the PlayStation Portal doing very well on accessories. And on top of this, like it's kind of crazy just to see the random games. Like here's all the Nintendo games. I'm still surprised. Mario Kart 8 is still up there. But as well, you guys can look at other various games too on Xbox. Call of Duty, which is still good. They bought it. Minecraft, they bought it. Elden Ring, very good. Hogwarts surprisingly still up there, and even Forza Horizon 2 as well, on top of that. But at the same time, like, I think it's intriguing. Like, we're in a very weird, I've covered this a lot on the channel, this very weird idea that we're just waiting to see what happens. Like, I think cloud gaming, especially as we become more on the PC side, and like, just being at home playing video games a lot more, I can see that. I can see that a lot. But we haven't seen that full-on transition yet. And at the same time, it is kind of seeming like the PS5 is completely outpacing everything, and that's well, intriguing. But if they sell Xbox games on PlayStation and put on Game Pass, in theory, most people would go to Game Pass first. save the money if they have a PC. If they only have a console, then they're still making money regardless and buying the more expensive games, so both PlayStation and Xbox wins. But it's intriguing to see this brand new technology coming out, more options, more sticks, etc. Give me your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. We have the Twitter and Twitch room as well down below, and I appreciate y'all for watching in the first place.